When the Islamic culture first came to America, the people associated with it were not widely accepted. Discrimination towards Muslims, while it may be a lot less, is still around. A large influx of black Muslims came during slavery. At least 10% of African slaves brought here came from Islamic backgrounds. More Muslims came from Lebanon and Syria in the late 1880s and early 1900s. In 1907, the American Mohammedan Society in Brooklyn, New York, the nation's first Muslim organization, was established. In 1934, the Muslim community of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, establishes the first mosque specifically designed and built as a mosque in the U.S. It is now known as the Mother Mosque. May 1991, Charles Bylaw becomes the first Muslim in America elected mayor of an American city. June 26, 1991, Imam Siraj Wahhaj becomes the first Muslim in U.S. history to lead an invocation before the start of a session of the House of Representatives. August 1999, the first Muslim U.S. ambassador, Osman Siddiq, is sworn in as ambassador to the Republic of Fiji. A few key figures in Muslim American history are Keith Ellison, who was the first Muslim in Congress, and Andre Carson, who oversees U.S. intelligence. An important court case for Muslim Americans was Abdul Qadir versus Hardin. Muslim advocates, along with Co-Counsel Americans for Immigrant Justice, filed this lawsuit on behalf of 5 Somali Muslim immigrants who were held by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement in Florida's Glades County Detention Center. The GCDC staff has repeatedly and gratuitously denied the men religious items, the ability to pray, religiously compliant food, and other necessities that would enable them to practice their chosen religion. ICE officials are aware of the abuse but have failed to take any remedial actions. The defendant entities and individuals being sued include ICE officials, Glades County Sheriff David Hardin, and Glades County Chaplain John Booher, all of whom either personally violated the Muslim men's rights to free exercise or knowingly allowed the violations to occur.
Woman of color, in a time of overwhelming stigma, I fear being othered, profiled, and killed in a country I call my own. My identity is challenged, and my actions are heavily scrutinized. I am simultaneously silenced into shame while being expected to apologize for the actions of a small group of people that do not represent me or any...
That's true. Why do you think there is discrimination towards Muslim Americans?
I don't know. I don't think there should be. Henry.
How many Muslims are in Congress?
7. 3.
Okay. Name one Islamic American organization. Exactly. What's the difference between the word Islam, Islamic, Muslim, and Arab?
I have no clue.
What percent of Americans are Muslim?
Like 5?
Wrong. It's 1.1. Why do you think there is discrimination towards Muslim Americans?
Because 9/11.
How many Muslims are in Congress?
2.
You're close. Name one Islamic American organization.
ISIS.
It's always saying.
How many Muslims are in Congress?
I know there's at least 2 females who are...
It happened to all of them.
You think it's a coincidence?
Roughly what percent of Americans are Muslim?
I don't know, like 1, 2.
1.1. Roughly what percent of Americans are Muslim American?
That is a fantastic question. I am not going to hazard a guess because I don't want to give you a number that undoubtedly will be wildly inaccurate, but it is significantly smaller in more rural populations, but there are pretty good sized populations in New York City, and I know there's a large Somali American population in Minneapolis. So there are pretty good sized pockets. There's a good sized Muslim American community in Tampa, near my hometown, centered around the University of South Florida. They tend to be, I think, concentrated around places of learning like universities. A lot of folks come here to pursue education, pursue their dreams, all that good stuff. So, what other questions can I answer for you?
How many Muslims are in Congress?
It is not many. There are a couple. What is his name that ran for chair of the DNC a while back? Cannot recall his name. There are a handful. But there are not many.
There's three.
Three, okay. Yeah, that would have been about what I guessed. What else can I answer for you?
Name one Islamic American organization.
I will be Louisiana. Jonas will be now. Walker will be
ISIS.
So I have nothing to do.